Hey guys, this is Dr. Ernst, host of the AskDrErnst show. And man, I really love the topic of this week. And you know, it's somewhat, I'll call it controversial or a political topic, but we are going to talk about the reform in healthcare. I was in the airport the other weekend and I walked by the new Newsweek. And the thing is this, you'll see it over here in the corner. It says at the top, America, heal thyself. And I saw this and I thought, you know, this could be the answer perhaps. But it's also a little bit of a play on a biblical verse. So Luke chapter 24, it was during a crisis of faith in mankind when we were actually testing Christ to see if he really was the Son of God by saying, hey, look, physician, heal thyself. You know, asking him to come down off the cross to prove himself as the Son of God. And so it was our crisis of faith. And so my mind was racing and I started thinking, perhaps we're having a crisis of health in the United States. You know, if you think about it, we're sicker than we've ever been before. We spend more money on health than we ever have before. There's more drugs than ever before, more doctors than ever before. So truly, if our system worked, we should be healthy. So maybe we're starting to have this crisis moment of, what if this isn't the right way? So I want you to look at the subtext. It says, you know, the eyes and to look through Ben Carson's magnifying glass. So he himself is a physician, right? He's a doctor. So if we were to look at a magnifying glass approach towards healthcare, I would think that would mean that we're going to dive deep. Not look superficial, but go all the way in and find the key interferences that's preventing us from healing. So if we're going to solve healthcare, we really need to heal thyself. You need to heal yourself. What are the 5 key areas that I believe you should take that magnifying glass and dive deep into? Well, the first is the way you think. Are you a positive thinker or a negative thinker when it comes to healing? Do you believe you could heal on your own without the assistance of the outside? Or do you believe things like, I'm labeled with a disease, I am a diabetic, or I have cancer? You know, in all reality, our minds actually create what we think. So if you're thinking you're sick, you're going to make yourself sick. The second thing to dive deep into is your nerve system function. I mean, your brain and spinal cord controls everything from your heartbeat to your lungs breathing to your stomach digesting, even to muscles moving. So any interference in your spinal systems will rob you of your health. The third is, of course, nutrition. How much water are you drinking? How much fat are you intaking? What are your protein levels? Are you fasting? Are you paying attention to what you eat? Number 4 is exercise. And I'm not just talking about are you exercising, but we're going to get very deep. Again, use the magnifying glass. What's your body fat composition like? How does that differ between your upper body and your lower? What's your muscle mass? What's your BMI? What are your indexes? You know, again, if you want to heal yourself, you better know your numbers. And lastly, it's detoxification. There's no one that would agree with or disagree with me that if you are not detoxing, that you're healthy, because you have to detox to be healthy. So we're looking at things like liver function, gallbladder function, your intestines. And you know, sometimes this can sound very ominous. But remember, when you're on an airplane and those masks drop, they say to physically put it on you first before you put it on your children or anyone else. So I'm going to challenge you in the same way. If we're going to fix healthcare, you have to take the responsibility first. You have to be the one to heal yourself. And then you can help other people to heal, and then we change the world. So if you'd like to learn more about steps on how you can heal yourself, join me for my upcoming Total Body Transformation webinar. I will give you the secrets and the steps to unlocking all 5 areas of your health so you can become your greatest doctor. Guys, thanks so much for joining us. Don't forget we're here on News Talk 1110 WBT every Saturday at 3 p.m. for the Ask Dr. Ernst show. Have a great holiday and we'll see you next week.